in the NBA. Because if they win on Friday night, they're going to end up 80-20 with regular season and the postseason. Jaylen Brown right now is the favorite to win the Finals MVP. One person who's not going to win it is Luka. Coming into the finals, people were ready to, take the crown from Joker and give it to Luka. Luka is, even if he won the title, is not the best player in the world. It's still Joker. Luka helped get them there, but he's part of the problem while they're there. Because last night, inexcusable to foul out of a game where it's a 2-point game, back-to-back fouls. You're on the perimeter trying to take a charge. What are you doing? You're too valuable to be in a situation like that. Kyrie came through, but you saw the depth of Boston. Boston is just a better team, plain and simple. And you needed a Herculean effort every night from Luka and Kyrie. Had to have that. And then you were hoping they had a third option who was going to fill in the blanks, the gray area. Boston has that. There was a moment where all 5 guys did something late in the game, where you had 5 straight possessions. Guys did something, whether it was offense or defense. It was a total team effort. And that's why they're going to win this championship. Now, Luka, the petulant behavior late in the game is embarrassing. But, somebody has to be able to say to him, you can't complain about every call. You're not going to get every call. And also, it's not like you're going to curry favor with an official who's going to go, yeah, all right, I'll give you a couple of calls. If anything, they're human. At some point, you tune him out. You go, stop. Now, are they 50-50 calls? Okay. He put himself in a position that it would be difficult to give him those calls. I don't care. You're at home and you're a superstar. And remember, people were talking about Luka's defense going into the postseason, during the postseason. I go, okay, he's trying to play defense. He can't play defense. He's like Steph. Steph tries. He's not stopping anybody. But Luka last night, you have a comeback. You got a chance. You've had, game 2, you guys had a chance. Like, you've had your moments here. It might be a sweep, but it hasn't been, boy, they're just, blowing them out. They stayed in the game. They had a chance there. Boston, their players did what you want great players to do. Kyrie goes for 35 in the loss. If you include the regular season and the playoffs, he's now lost 13 consecutive games to Boston.
Woo! Ow! Stat of the day! Stat of the day! Stat of the day! Stat of the day! This is the stat of the day!
Stat of the day brought to you by Panini America, the official trading cards of the Dan Patrick Show. A little bit later on, we'll bring back, we were going to have Ice Cube on yesterday, but when Jerry West passed away, we decided that we would wait till today. So Ice Cube a little bit later on. Rich Lerner of Golf Channel. The U.S. Open is underway at Pinehurst #2. Andre Iguodala won 4 titles. Finals MVP will join us a little bit later on as well to recap what we saw last night. Here is Luka Doncic meeting with the media after the game.
Luka, what did you think of the whistles that went against you in the fourth quarter?
I don't know. We couldn't play physical, so I don't know. I don't want to say nothing, but, 6 foul in the NBA Finals, where basically I'm like this. Come on, man. Better than that.
No. That's on you. You put yourself in a position where it's a judgment call. It wasn't cut and dried like, oh, my God, of course they're going to give him that call. Oh, he's at home. It's the NBA final. Like, if he's thinking that way, he is delusional. You're out on the perimeter and you're putting yourself in a position where you don't have a healthy knee, you got a chest contusion, you don't have mobility, and Jason Tatum is going to beat you off the dribble. Like, you got to be smarter than that. Great player. We can all agree on that. Petulant behavior, it's embarrassing. And people probably watching now are going, man, he complains a lot. We brought it up a couple of years ago. You got to stop. And, I get it. We think that's what great players are supposed to do. You're supposed to get every call, but you don't. And complaining, I would take the reverse effect, the opposite effect. I would, I'd go, hey, how about you be nice to the official? Hey, yeah, my bad. You got me. Even raise your hand like we did in high school when you got a foul called. Yep, number 24. You got me. I mean, what are you doing? You can't put yourself in a position like that. And you're so valuable. You're the one guy that the team can't lose. In that moment, can't lose you. You went on a nice run. You made Boston nervous, and then all of a sudden you gave them a bailout there. So, series could end coming up on Friday night. You start to look at the one-loss percentages and the number of games that the Celtics, so this would be they're going to get their 80th win. The question is it 80-20, 80-21? With a win on Friday, the Celtics tie the 87 Lakers for the 11th best combined regular season and playoff record of all time. Now, number one on the list, by a lot, the 95-96 Chicago Bulls.
Michael Jordan.
Oh, Michael Jordan, he's the best ever. Then Golden State in 2016. So the Bulls were 87-13.
I don't remember a loss that season. I'd like to double check that 13 number.
Jordan didn't miss a shot.
That's right.
They did not lose a game. Golden State was 83-16. Lakers in 71-72 with Jerry West, 81-16. Then you got the Bulls again, 96-97, 84-17. Yes, Marvin.
That 96 season, I'm sure they lost to like the Grizzlies or the Raptors. It's going to be one of those, they partied hard in Canada one night. God.
Yeah. So you got teams, some obviously great teams. Golden State won 88 games. I think that's the most games that a team has ever won, combined regular season, postseason. They, in 2015, the Warriors were 88-18. Dang, that's impressive.
No ring, though.
No ring. All right, what's poll question we're going to go with today, Todd?
If you were a Celtics fan that has tickets for Game 5 at home at TD Garden,
swept, or you get to be there in person for Game 5.
I'd want the Celtics to sweep the Mavs or lose Game 4 to set up a possible clinching Game 5 at home.
All right, we'll save that one for after the commercial break. What else do you have?
Also staying with the NBA, will the Celtics finish the sweep of the Mavs in Dallas tomorrow night? Without a doubt, this series is over. Mavs will win Game 4 and send it back to Boston.
All right. What else do you have?
Luka Doncic needs to play better defense, not foul out in an NBA Finals game, stop whining to the officials, win an NBA title, all of the above.
Yeah, it is all the above. But, I mean, there's so much recency bias with Joker out. Well, Luka can be the best player. I said, no, he's not the best player in the world. He might win a title, and he's not the best player in the world. It's still Joker. But with Tatum and Brown, whoever's going to be the MVP here, I don't think they care. They both have max contracts and finally winning that championship. This would be such a great story if this was the first year that they were in the finals playing for a title, because then we would say the following. How many titles do you think they can win? Now we've gotten to the point is they're there. Whew, they finally won a title. Now we don't say anything after that. They won their title. Now they'll be the big favorites, certainly in the East, well, in the NBA next year to win the title again. But they've won their title, or at least en route to their title. Now it feels like they can exhale and we can move on to, well, when's Embiid going to win a title? Or is Luka going to win a title? Does Luka have to win a title to be one of the great, we're going to do all of these things. That's what we do.